make this?
No. I just bought it.
Did you make beats back in the day?
No.
On like EJ? You remember that computer program? How old are you, Pete? Are you my age?
I'm almost 29.
Are you a young man?
Yeah.
Okay.
Welcome to Blackout Pod, Binges, Betters, Tales from Rock Bottom. Today I have a very special guest, this tall bowl of creme brulee across from me, Mr. Johnny Mitchell, a very funny comic, friend of Fourth Wall like myself, and does big-time shows. Lanky, fantastic, funny man.
Lanky
And,
for sure.
Yeah, dude.
Lanky
you
for
get
sure.
on stage and you let it be known. You flex that extra couple inches you have on me.
Got to.
Yep.
What's up, boss?
Just fucking, you know what I mean? Just trying to be funny, dude.
Mm-hmm.
Just trying to make
How long
it
you
through.
been doing stand-up now?
2 years.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, you started in L.A.?
No, I started in Utah.
Oh. Did you do like any of the clubs there?
No.
Like Wiseguys or anything like that?
I was always like, it's funny because I was always scared to go to Wiseguys because it was just they didn't have an organized system yet for their open mics.
Yeah.
And then like I just wish I would have fucking just done it.
Mm-hmm.
But then I came here and I've developed a lot quicker here than I did in Utah,
Yeah.
obviously.
Yeah.
But I wish I would have.
You didn't want to do dry bar comedy?
Yeah. I didn't want to do. You know what's so funny is I wrote the owner of Wiseguys, and I was just like, fuck it. I'm just going to be like, do you have an opening spot one day maybe? And I sent him my tape, and it's like a couple months old, and he responds, and he goes, when are you in town? And I go, these dates. And he goes, you're going to need a much better tape if you want to get booked at my club.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. I like
So
it,
I was
dude.
like, whew.
Those comedy club owners are fucking grimy.
Well, I mean,
like,
yeah.
They're like diner owners.
Yeah,
dude.
I mean, they
Like,
should be. I hopefully, like, maybe if I get road work in the next couple of years or whatever, I can open for
dude,
somebody there.
I'm 5.5 years in, and I'm just getting comfortable seeing tape. You know what I mean? So it's gonna be a while. It's gonna be a while
for sure. Yeah,
I mean, maybe not though. Like some people get a mediocre tape 2 years in,
yeah,
and they're so delusional that they start, or just ballsy,
yeah,
or just they have more gusto than I have, and they just start sending it out, and they invariably get booked somehow.
I would never send it to any other club other than that club.
Yeah,
and just because I was like, that room made me want to like really start comedy.
Yeah,
And so it was when I saw Godfrey,
Mhm.
and I was like, I should be doing this, and I was always too terrified. But
and what did you before? You were just an alcoholic.
I was
before?
just and so I did a bunch of stuff. I mean, I went to school for like 6 years and just fucked off.
Yeah.
And
But you were just an alcoholic.
yeah, pretty much, and like did coke and stuff.
Nice.
Lots of pills.
Is it hard to get good coke in Utah?
There were some people because the cartel is in Utah now,
Right.
so you get, and it's not like they have great coke, but there were some dudes I know who had like good connects to Mexico.
Dude, I can get us a kilo in Medellin, dude. I got connects from the source. We can get a kilo for $1,800. It's $1.80 a gram. Dude, let's get one of them to Utah. Let's get
Jesus
fucking one of them to
Christ.
Utah. We'll fucking slaughter it.
It
We should
would
talk about this off mic.
we
And then
would
we
be-
can fucking film our specials. We can get good tape out of it.
that would
We
be great.
could buy some quality cameras.
Yeah, and everybody in the audience would be psyched. Just fucking they're like, yeah,
Oh,
fuck.
that's how we get people
We
into
love
seats,
comedy.
dude. That's how we fill the room, dude.
Somebody
No
has-
drink minimum and free grams of coke.
Somebody
And
has
we'd
a
still have a
seizure.
hard time getting people there.
Listen, I told this punchline. It was so fucking hard hitting that a dude had a seizure. Nothing to do with the cocaine, but
No.
it was great. Yeah. So you were in Colombia? Is that what you were saying?
Yeah. I was just down there. I was there 10 years ago
Mm-hmm.
when I like living there.
Yeah, I saw the video of your. It was very earnest, and then you walked away nude.
Oh, my naked tush.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a cokehead move right there, dude. Let's just say we had some treats that day. But did you see the spot we were staying in?
Yeah, it was
It was
sick.
fat.
Yeah, it was sick. Yeah,
That was like $250 a night.
I have a
It took
friend-
up half the entire floor of the building.
Holy
It
shit!
was sick.
I have a friend who lives in Colombia, actually.
What city?
I want to say
Bogota, Medellin.
no. Fuck.
Is it on the beach? Cartagena?
Yeah. There. Yeah.
Could be the beach. That's like the
his
tourist-
wife is Colombian, so he and his kids and his wife live there.
God, I would never live there.
Really?
Yeah,
Was it rough?
it's just I just don't like. It's just away from. It's not English. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I lived in Argentina for a minute.
Oh, you did? I lived there too, dude.
Really?
I lived in Rosario.
I was in Buenos Aires, and it was.
But still, though, it's the best, dude. I fucking loved it down there. You didn't like it?
After 3 months, I was like, I hate these people. I
Yeah,
hate this place.
exactly.
I want to leave. I'm sick of drinking.
Yeah. I'm sick of staying out till 7 a.m.,
I'm sick
dude.
of terrible food that's masking as good food.
Right, exactly.
They're like empanadas. I'm like, dude, I'm fucking sick of it. I don't want empanadas.
Milanesa. It's bread and chicken. It's breaded chicken.
That's all it is. It's shake and bake.
It's what the poor people eat.
Yes.
You fucking peasants. And you're acting like this
God.
is good. And you don't eat the beef down there. You eat it maybe once a month. You have like a
Yeah.
good asada.
I had one good steak. I had one good steak, and
Yeah.
then the rest of it was like I had a girlfriend, and I would just like we would try to go out and like get good meals,
Right.
and it was like all of this food tastes like nothing.
Yeah. I'll
That's
just eat
so
your
funny.
pussy.
Yeah.
And even then, it's probably fucking hairy because you're a goddamn RG hippie.
She was Mexican.
Oh, okay.
and
Nice.
She was out of her mind. But
That's funny.
yeah, it was.
We got a lot in common, dude.
we're-
Yeah, I lived in Rosario when I was 21 for the semester. Rosario is
shit.
just 2 hours north of Buenos Aires. But that's where all the bad bitches live. Like the hottest
shit.
Argentinian women live in Rosario.
I
It's
didn't
well
see
known.
one hot Argentine woman.
Yeah, no, they all have fucked up grills. Like they all have like jagged teeth.
They kind of look like English, like you know how the royal family is just inbred.
Yeah,
Kind of
yeah,
like that.
yeah.
Like they're just
Yeah.
kind of like they look pasty and
Yeah.
like almost like if you poked them they would bruise. Like
Right,
you just, like,
right,
you would
right,
go like
right.
this and they'd be like ah.
Yeah, and they all eat like shit.
And they all wear-
it's all fried food.
Yeah, and they wear Michael Kors and like that's it. Like they're like my Michael Kors and I'm like bitch,
Yeah.
fuck you, I hate you,
They're fucking savages.
dude. I thought I hated that place so much after a while, and I was so scared all the time because people were so like outwardly violent. I was like, I could kill somebody. Like, and I remember one night I was walking home, and it was dumb. I mean, it was 5 a.m. after the club, and I was by myself. I went to get McDonald's.
Did you ever go to Pacha?
Yeah,
Dude,
Yeah,
first time I ever
dude.
did coke was at Pacha.
How was the coke?
It was shit, but
Yeah,
dude, I was so
terrible
fucked up.
drugs.
But it still had me, on one.
Yeah,
But it was
terrible
fucking
drugs.
crazy. I went outside, dude. Like there's a parking lot right in front of it. And I was bent over like a drain pipe, just vomiting right in front of the cops, dude. And they were just laughing at me.
I was gonna say, did they fucking high five you after? Or something?
They were just fucking having a good laugh
Oh my
watching
God.
this gringo just barf into a fucking storm drain.
Dude, they were so fucked. I remember they slapped one of my friends in the face.
The cops?
Yeah, he
Yeah.
was like smoking a joint, and they came up, took the joint out
Yeah.
of his mouth, and slapped him in the face.
Crazy, right?
Yeah, it was
and what are you
nuts.
gonna do?
Yeah, nothing, because it's so fucking crooked there.
But I did love it, though. I will say it was the best time of my life because it was just so new and like the people are. I'm not just saying this to be a cuck. I mean, look, I hate everybody, right? Like America's better than Argentina. There, I said it. But like the people, it was fun. Like the people were great, mostly, and I don't know. I just had a great time.
I think if
It's
I
the
would,
greatest time of my life.
if I would have been
Easily.
out of the city, I would have liked it a lot more.
Yeah, yeah.
'cause the
That's
people-
such a big city, dude. I'm glad I
Yeah.
didn't live in BA. I'm
Did-
glad I lived in Rosario.
Did you go to YY2 for Carnival?
No,
Dude, that was the best time I've had
really?
because people were the shit. They were from all over.
Yeah.
They had like never seen a tattooed guy before.
Right.
So like I was walking around with my shirt off and like random people would come be like, "Can I take my picture with you?" And I'm like,
Yeah.
"Yeah, sure." And it was a blast. People were like,
Yeah.
yeah. But other than that, like in the city, people are pieces of shit.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're very elitist in Buenos Aires too, so they probably
Over nothing.
Yeah.
Over nothing.
Dude, they would consider you like a Negro.
Yeah.
They're extremely racist.
They thought I was
you
Brazilian.
thought I was bad. Yeah.
Yeah. You should have heard before we were recording. I was like, dude, you gotta calm down.
Yeah, like, man, you're gonna be up for SNL soon, John. No agent, no manager.
I'm so
but,
upset about that. Shane Gillis is so funny.
Yeah, he's a good comedian. I mean, I'm shocked that he got SNL, quite frankly.
Yeah,
but
me too.
Because I don't know how they're gonna use him. You know?
Yeah,
maybe as like a correspondent, like in the like the news segment.
Yeah.
I don't know, but I mean, it's not surprising.
Yeah.
This has become a tradition now. Just wiping somebody out as soon as they get SNL, the trolls fucking get to work.
Do you ever listen to Bonfire?
I don't. I listen to Legion of Skanks. That's my favorite podcast. Yeah, okay. But
so
I don't. I listen to Bonfire just because.
Yeah, they're just rugged. Like those, they're no bullshit.
Well, those cats. They walk. Big J Okerson. He walks like a fine line because he is like the other two guys, Lewis and Dave. They'll never work in the business, right?
Yeah.
But he's Big J's repped. He's a headliner. He's been on Netflix. He's kind of in show business a little bit. So it's funny how he kind of dances this line, but still manages to be good with like. He's not politically correct, but he manages to stay in the good graces of like the powers that be.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. But I suppose if he got SNL, the same shit would happen.
Probably.
Like it's such a high profile thing for a comedian to get that.
I mean, it's just like
you basically got to be a black guy. Or you got to be an alt comic,
or
right?
Asian.
Squeaky clean. Well, exactly. But I mean, if you're a white dude and you've said anything off color, like I've already been disqualified from what I said on this podcast last week. It was a black guy monkey joke, a black woman monkey joke. I didn't even mean. I was just riffing.
Yeah.
Anyways, doesn't matter. Cut that part out.
We're not cutting it out.
All right.
This is Blackout Pod, dude.
Blackout Pod. Fuck yeah.
So, I have a lot of questions about you. I don't know what I can and can't ask, though, because you talk about prison in your stand-up, and the way that you sit, typically, I knew you went to prison before you told
Why?
me. Because of the way you sit. I was like, he's either fought a lot of people or was in a gang or something, just because this is how you sit.
I wasn't really in a gang. Yeah. The head crooked. Yeah, no, but that's not because I used to watch TV. That's how I watch TV.
Oh.
When I was a kid, I've been doing that since I was a kid.
That's so bizarre.
And my parents would be like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Look at the TV.
Yeah.
But that's just how I look. It's how I process shit. I've met people that do that. It's very weird. But like if I'm paying attention to something, like look at how my head's crooked right now. I'm like, okay. So that's just how I'm
So is it just the more you turn your head, the more
I'm listening.
Processing? Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
I do.
No, but I've totally been in fucking gang fights, dude. So don't ever get comfortable around me. You know what I mean? Don't ever think I'm not fucking. I don't have National Geographics strapped to my chest to protect me from the fucking shank fights. I don't know. Whatever. Ask away.
Now I'm afraid.
No, don't be afraid.
I
got a book coming out about it, dude.
Do you really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's
the
sick.
novel. It's in novel form because I don't want anybody to get in trouble, and it's just more interesting when it's kind of written as like it's not just like a on the nose like autobiography.
Yeah.
It's heightened, but yeah.
You know what? Let's. I feel like it's probably something that you've talked to death. So like if you came in here with stories in mind, I would like to hear those rather than just go in the direction of like, let's go for the predictable.
Well, I used to be a drunk too. I used to be just a messy, sloppy fucking drunken idiot too,
Yeah.
So part of that story was also just like a young man, like 23 years old, hundreds and hundreds of thousands of dollars, traveling everywhere, fucking it off. You know what I mean? That was like equally as crazy as the drug dealing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But shit, I remember one time I got bitch slapped. That was a bottom. That could have been a bottom.
By a dude?
By a dude.
Ooh.
You ever been bitch slapped?
I have, yeah.
And I fucking 1,000% deserved it, dude.
Oh.
I was in Bogota, Colombia, one rainy night, dude. We're staying at this hostel, and this I stumble home, right? I don't know. I can't remember where we were. I don't know what we were taking, but we were fucked up. And I walk in, and we're kind of in like the foyer of the hostel, like in those backpacker hostels. There's always like, Europeans and different people drinking till all hours of the night. You know what I mean? It's just a shit show. And I see this big, I'm talking about an oaf. He's like a country bumpkin, dude. The guy's, thank you, buddy.
Thanks, man.
This country bumpkin. He's like Lenny from Mice and Men, okay? He's like 6'4", gigantic. He might as well be wearing overalls. In my blackout dream, he's wearing overalls. He's got a gigantic red beard. I mean, this guy's a fucking deuce. Ugly. And he's with the baddest chick I've seen in weeks. He's with the hottest Colombian woman, right?
Damn, okay.
And and we're all shit-faced, right? We're 3 sheets to the wind. And I just start talking. I start hitting on his woman. He's clearly with her, right? And I start hitting on his woman directly in front of him, but in Spanish, because I'm like, this fucking idiot doesn't speak any Spanish, right? Because I've been living there for months, and so my Spanish is good now. I'm flowing. And most of these white boys, so I'm trying to like show out on these fucking white idiots who come to Colombia and try to fuck pussy, and they speak no Spanish, right?
Yeah.
So, dude, I'm literally, you're his woman. He's standing right there. I'm talking shit to her about him to her in Spanish. So I'm like, this fucking faggot, this fucking nothing, this fucking oaf. Come fuck with a real dude. Come fuck with a real guy. I'll eat your pussy so fucking good. Like, I'm talking all this blackout drunk shit right in front of him, okay? And he's like rocking back and forth. Like, I think he's going to fall over and pass out, right?
Yeah.
And I just keep hurling insults about him to her face. Dude, all of a sudden, I feel his fucking gigantic, meaty, sweaty hand collide to the side of my face, bro. And I'm like rocked out. I like come to. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Sobered me up. Face is just stinging. Dude. And I let it ride. I'm like, God damn. I guess this.
Fucked that
I was like, I guess this motherfucker speaks Spanish, dude. Oh, and I didn't do shit.
He fucked that night too. Because she saw.
He fucking cucked me out,
dude.
He bitch slapped me in front of his fucking woman, and I said thank you, good night, and I fucking went to bed, dude. I went to bed,
dude. Right when she saw that, because she was probably being swayed a little bit. She was probably like, "Oh, he speaks Spanish. Oh, this is great." And then she saw that, and her pussy went, "Ooh, ooh,"
exactly,
like to him.
Yeah,
and then he fucked.
But you know what though? You know what? She was probably a hooker. She had to have been
probably,
or at best a chick that was just along for the ride. He was paying for everything. You know what I mean?
That was probably
because she did not look
shit.
happy. She did not. Like, those two did not belong together. Like, she wasn't having a great time with him. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it was like,
unless she was a good person. But Colombians, you can't trust a fucking Colombian bitch as far as you can throw them. You know what I mean?
Damn, I didn't know that.
No,
this is fucking
no.
So
all the stereotypes are true. Like, I mean, look, they're women, right? So, and they're from an impoverished country, so they're always plotting. That's all I had. You thought I had something profound?
I did, yeah.
They're always that's all I had.
They're always plotting. They keep it in their fat
they're just like they're just manipulative, dude. They don't want to pay for anything. And look, I get it. They don't make as much money. They're Colombian women. It's an oppressive, misogynistic society, which is why I quite enjoy being down there. You know what I mean? I think there's a healthy level of like 1950s male, female, gender roles.
Yeah.
But yeah, look, it's a corrupt society. When drug money over generations and generations infiltrates a society, I swear to God, it embeds in the DNA of the people.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I mean?
It was the same in Argentina.
Totally. Everything is for sale. Everything is for sale in the third world.
Yeah.
And so the pussy becomes like this bartering chip. It may be very uncomfortable, dude. It's a very morally bankrupt society.
Is it still like, is the drug like, is it still thriving?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Because they make it
But it's on a lower it's not the 80s and the 90s anymore, or certainly not the 70s, right?
Yeah.
So it's the cops and the DEA and the military are coming after them always. So they've got to be a lot more quiet with it. You know what I mean?
They always make it sound like there and the DR and everywhere else, they're like, oh yeah, come tour down here.
Well, for sure, but there's a market now for domestic cocaine. So they're making because there is so much tourism to Colombia now. That's like a real market, is selling drugs to the tourists.
They've got to be making so much money too, because they don't you don't have to sell them pure shit.
No, and they cut it down. But even I bought some just to see if it was still as good as I remember it, and it's still better than anything you get here. Like I took one line of it, and like my heart started racing. I was like, oh, I'm scared. You know what I mean? I started sweating. I'm like, this is too good. I just chucked it. Yeah. And you can't buy one bag. You got to buy two. Like, that's how much they're like, we're not going to sell you just 1 gram.
Oh shit! So
you got to buy 2 at a time.
Damn. I think the time I did the most cocaine that I've ever done was in Vegas, and it was like I wouldn't say it was the best I've had,
Yeah.
but it might have been the experience that made it the best I've had.
Probably. So you're probably drinking, and you probably had chicks.
And like I felt
buddies.
cool.
Yeah.
So we went to Encore Beach Club, and it was during fucking All-Star Weekend.
Yeah.
And or no, it was Summer League. So like James Harden was there, and like all these fucking like new rookies, and like we snuck into VIP, and then this dude got way too drunk, and I helped him, so he was like, "Come hang out with us later."
Mm-hmm.
And then so we get to their hotel, and it's this suite at Treasure Island, and they're like, "You guys want a drink?" It's me and my ex, and we're like, "Yeah, sure." And they're like, "Oh yeah, we got party favors too." This dude dumps out a comical amount of cocaine. Like it looked like if you picked up a snowball, like a loose powdery snowball,
right. It's like, who does that? You thought that was only in the movies where people just dump all their blow.
Yeah, and like maybe I'm like conflating it in my head, but dude, it was so much cocaine.
Yeah.
And there were like 6 people.
Well, that means it's not as good.
Yeah, that's what I figured.
When it's rocked up and hard.
Yeah.
Like we used to get like quarter keys, right? Like 9 ounces at a time.
Yeah.
Oh boy, that's a whole other fucking can of worms I just opened up. But anyways, when we used to sell it, you know what I mean? And sometimes it would be so fucking, literally have to take like a Ginsu knife.
Yeah.
And you just smashing that shit just
Holy
to fucking
shit.
cut it up. Yeah.
Damn.
That's how you know it's good, and that's where the term Fishscale comes from, is when you cut it in half, the fucking flakes and the side of the kilo is like scaly. You know what I mean? So I think you probably did some bad coke. But, you never know.
I did, yeah. I mean, I still felt good.
Yeah,
but it was
I was high off life.
I was still fucking doing my thing. But I just remember him being like, "Yeah, help yourself," and I'm like, "How much did you spend on just to like
$1,000
be 2 guys from Boston with your girls? Like, what the fuck?"
That's so fucking
yeah, it was so bizarre. Like I had never seen anything like that.
Yeah, so coke is. The demand for cocaine's going back up again. So it's like almost like 90s level demand. Because I thought, when I was back in high school, we were like, heroin and coke is like a thing of the past. Like it's just going to be, when we're older, it's just going to be like a niche.
How old are you?
I'm 33.
Oh, okay.
So, but yeah, no, they're now that the guerrillas in Colombia, the FARC guerrillas negotiated like a surrender. Like, and they were like the Marxist political group that was fighting against the government for 30 years. They disbanded, and guess what those motherfuckers did? They didn't go get jobs. They started producing and exporting coke. So, dude, it's like it's thriving. It'll never go away. Now's
the time to do it, folks.
Yep.
You heard it here.
You heard it here. It's good for you.
From a master of disaster. This guy. Fucking where else have you?
I fucked a chick that looked like Jon Favreau one time.
Where?
That was a bottom, dude. That was a story I remember. I was thinking of it on my way over here. I'm like, what can I say? It was Thanksgiving. I just moved to LA, and I was so lonely, and I just ended up at this random awkward Thanksgiving. And this chick, she had nice tits, but dude, she straight up was Jon Favreau from Swingers. You know what I mean? I'm like, all right, I better start drinking now. You know what I mean? And I fucking went home. I raw dogged her. What the fuck? I raw dogged Jon Favreau. I raw dogged Jon Favreau. What if Jon Favreau got knocked up and was a Christian from Alabama? I was like, I got to keep this child of God. What if, dude? And I was the fucking.
Did she have a toothpick in her mouth during sex too? She's rolling it around. Yeah, do it. Rail me.
Your money, baby. Your money.
That's so stupid.
Bro, she was a fucking deuce. So I hope she found love, man.
Deuce. She found. She's not here anymore.
No.
This town's not for her.
No, but, she's dead.
Yeah.
I killed her so she wouldn't tell anybody about this.
Well, and then she went on to make very, very decent movies.
Yeah, she wanted to direct
movies.
Marvel movies.
Yeah, not good movies, make no mistake, but some of them are decent.
So that was a low. That's when I'm like, maybe you should start using condoms. And I'm like, okay, I can't do that. So I should stop drinking, because at least then. And it was before I was doing stand-up.
Yeah.
So I wasn't getting, and I was just out of prison, and I was really like, it was like a new beginning. I was not fucking good pussy back then. I was taking whatever I could get.
The transition from prison to like Oh, you're good. To like civilian life has to be fucked up, right?
It was fucked up for me because like I wasn't rich anymore. That was the hardest part. 'Cause I was only locked up for 2 years.
Where are you from?
Portland.
Oh, okay.
So I was balling, living this crazy life. I was free, and then I got out. I'm broke. I got nothing, and now I got to start over and get a job.
Yeah.
That's why I'm like, I'm gonna move to LA and just be in show business.
Yeah.
Because I wanted an easy job. How big did the cock of life? How hard did it
You're
fucking
doing well.
slap me in the face? Yeah, but
I feel like you're on the right track at the very least.
yeah,
And at the highest end of the spectrum, you're getting shows where you're supposed to be getting shows.
that's true. But that's all off merit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Whereas like nobody's helping me. Like nobody's taking me on the road really. I mean, no A-listers or I'm just not that dude. I think I'm just gonna have to go straight to. If I have a shot in this business, I'm gonna have to do it myself. Like I'm gonna have to just go to headliner. You know what I mean?
I think I'll probably have to be in the same. I was thinking about it because I was talking to Chappelle about Chappelle Lacey again. I was talking to him. I was like, I don't know who the fuck would see me and be like, I gotta take you. You know what I mean? I just don't fit into anybody's like kind of little thing.
Yeah, but people seem to like you though.
Yeah,
you know?
I mean,
like the fact that you know Chappelle, the fact that you know Steven Randolph.
Yeah,
you know?
I don't like that you said that with kind of like it was kind of condescending.
Was it?
You were like, I mean, people seem to like
I'm probably just upset because nobody likes me, dude.
Dude, I was just you and Maddie have the same kind of vibe, but Maddie was easier to crack, and then you were just like, I don't know what he's gonna do. He might step on me if I'm like, hey, how are you?
Oh, you should have.
Yeah. How would you have reacted? You would have hated it.
I would have been uncomfortable.
I hate when people do that, dude. That's why. Because, like, I like to naturally form, like, I think it's just, especially, like, within the comedy community, you have to see somebody with somebody you respect and before you're like.
Yeah. If you had come up and been like, John, you're really funny. I look up to you. I want to be like you. I would have liked you faster, you know?
I think you just started liking me maybe 3 weeks ago.
Yeah, just about.
Yeah.
Like this kind of reverence I would have enjoyed because I believe in hierarchy. You know what I mean? And maybe that's why I don't do well around headliners because I believe in a structure. I believe in a power structure, right? Getting back to drug dealing for a second.
Yeah, in prison. Yeah.
That's why things are in order when there's a kingpin because everybody stays in line. That's why you could argue that's why democracy doesn't work because when everybody's equal, everybody has a say, there's no order to it. That's why the Asian countries, as brutal as they are, they stay in line because everybody knows their place. Comes from Confucianism.
Japan is the nicest place I've ever been.
Oh, I know. I've heard,
fantastic.
though. I want to go to Japan.
Oh,
Japan is an Asian country I would go to.
Dude.
That's the only Asian country. Maybe Korea.
I'd go to South Korea. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I hear it's just kind of
I'm a fan of the North, but whatever.
Yeah, fair. Very fair. I feel like you would... Dude,
I would
if in
slay
5
pussy
years,
in the North,
If in
dude.
5 years I see you like Dennis Rodman chilling with Kim Jong, I'd be like, yep, that's my boy.
That's
fucking,
the move,
there
dude.
he is, dude.
That's the move,
At
dude.
the DMZ, just like doing that, and people are like, who is this guy?
Taking pics for the gram
that'd be so
at the
fucking
DMZ.
funny.
That's how you get attention.
Yeah. These influencers are doing it wrong.
They're doing it wrong.
One of them needs to be like, I'm going to North Korea to take pictures, and I'm gonna try and create world peace. When in reality, she just wants a picture in front of that big fucked up triangle building.
Yeah,
yeah.
Dude, can you imagine how many Asian jokes? I mean, I couldn't stop making them.
Yeah.
Like if I was in Asia,
yeah,
I'd be like, oh my god, this is a dream come true.
I really hoped Trump would have fucked it up more than he did. Like, I wanted to see him just say stupid shit to Kim Jong so bad, and he only said the one dumb thing.
Right, exactly.
And I was like, fuck, that's it? Like,
Yeah.
all he did was call him fat?
That brought a tear to my eye, though, when the North and the South, they stepped over.
Yeah, it was
You know?
interesting. Yeah.
Wow, that's historical, but then nothing's really changed.
No, not at all. It probably won't for a long time. Yeah, it probably will take a couple generations dying before it changes.
Damn, that's crazy. But anyway, so that's my whole thing about I don't do well with power. So I would never. It was hard for me to talk to people that had been doing it longer and were really funny when I first started. And it still is, because I feel like, I'm like, they don't want to talk to me. Like, why would they even bother with me? You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's how I feel.
But that's projecting, and that's wrong thinking, you know? I mean, obviously, you know, you're not going to approach Joe Rogan at the Comedy Store, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But, no, I like your approach better. I don't know. You just seem to have it more together than I did when I first started.
Yeah, I just try to I mean, like, I wasted so much time in my life just being a piece of shit.
Yeah, same.
So it's just, I want to be nice, but I don't want to be the fucking nice guy where it's just like, hi, how are you? Like, I just like making friends. So,
well, you probably will have to do most of it yourself then, because
yeah,
you're going to have to be a really good ass kisser. Like, there's a few people that have intangible qualities where everybody wants to help them immediately. Chappelle.
Yeah.
Chappelle or Malik. I'm like, dude, I can't compete with how fucking garrulous you guys are.
Yep.
You motherfuckers are so enigmatic.
Yeah.
I want to be around you all the time. You
exactly.
know what I mean?
It's worse when
everybody
you're
wants to
with them,
be
or with them
totally.
together. Yeah,
They're like fucking rock stars.
and they know each
and
other
they haven't
so
earned
well.
It. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's just like, fuck you. Like, they'll sit there and oh my God. I went to the diner with them, and it's just fucking,
you're like apologizing for them. You're like, these are my.
I just wanted to stab myself in the face while simultaneously being like, why am I'm left out. I don't want to be left out. Like, just, they're like dapping each other up after saying stuff that I'm like, I don't get it. I don't get it. Stop saying cool stuff.
Stop speaking black. Stop speaking.
Speak regular people.
As my dad used to say, jive. Quit speaking jive, John.
I watched Chappelle do that crowd work show that Mike Falzone throws, and he said something. He was calling out people in the crowd, and he goes, "I'm gonna get to you later." And just this old white dude was like, "Oh, you."
Yeah.
Like, it was just there's no other dude who could do that. Yeah, it was very funny.
I was fortunate to grow up around black people, so that's I think that was the best takeaway from my childhood.
Yeah,
was that it was diverse. Portland's not diverse anymore, but when I grew up, it was.
Yeah,
that's pretty cool.
I lived in Seattle for a minute.
Did you really? God damn, you live fucking everywhere, Pete.
Yeah. I bounced around. I was a fucking nomadic piece of shit.
What the hell did you do for a living? I don't even know why you lived in Argentina.
Nothing.
You haven't even told me that.
Oh, study abroad.
That was you were in college.
Yeah, that's when I failed out of college. It was somehow the correlation.
What college did you fail out of?
University of Utah.
You're gonna be a fucking loser.
I didn't actually fail out. I just quit. I just quit.
You said Yale, Harvard, the University of Utah.
You could
the
look
Utes.
at me and be like, "Where did he go to college?" It's either like fucking, junior college.
I figured
or
it was like
University of Utah.
I figured it was beauty school, dude.
I did that too, and I fucking graduated there. Yeah, I had. Dude, I did that, and I was like, "What am I doing?" And it just fucking, after I got my little certificate saying that I could do highlights, I was like, I don't want to do this anymore.
Yeah, you're like, I'm not gay.
Yeah.
I shouldn't be doing highlights.
And I don't want the pussy that this brings, which is like cheating wife pussy.
Yeah.
And so then I started my own business, and after that I started doing comedy.
Yeah.
So it's it was a weird little.
You grew up fast, dude.
Yeah, it was a weird little trajectory because it was all after rehab. I was like, I gotta fucking step up.
Yeah,
I just got sick of my parents being disappointed in me and being disappointed in myself. So it's just, you know what I mean? Just that.
I'm disappointed right now.
In me?
Yeah.
Boy.
The college thing. I'm not over it, dude.
I'm not a school guy, but also that's not an excuse for how poorly I did in school.
You could have majored in communications.
I majored in history, and
it's all in the textbook.
Yep.
If you just read the textbook,
the whole thing, and then just write.
Just writing essays.
That's it.
Dude.
Blue book test.
History's
at the,
the
end
best.
Of every
I love it.
I love history too. Yeah.
That was the only thing I could do in college. I took a bunch of, art. I took a bunch of classes that it was all writing based.
Yeah.
English, history.
Dude, I just didn't have it reined in. I was just so fucking focused on I wanted to be.
What did you want to do when you were 21? Like when you were in college, or maybe not, or
I don't
whatever.
even know what I wanted to do. I just wanted
But
to.
what was your thing?
What
did you. I mean, I know you partied a lot and you drank a lot.
I just wanted to fit in.
Yeah.
Like, that was it. I just wanted to fit in. So, like, I
Right.
was so focused on the social aspect because it was so new to me. And I was just trying to, like, make friends.
Yeah.
And so, like, school was the last thing on my mind.
Yeah.
So that's why I started partying in the first place, was I was like, oh, it's this, like, everybody loves me now. But it was just people really like cocaine, you know.
Yeah. That's why it's amazing when I was the same way. That's why it's amazing to me, like, people that start comedy so young.
Yeah.
It's like, I almost feel like a phony because, like, you see Allie Makovsky, like, she started when she was 18 years old.
She's so good.
To have that, I mean, yeah, good luck following me, Allie. Anyways, to have that, I love Allie, dude. That's like my sister that I want to smash. We go back. We basically started together.
She was on here a couple episodes ago.
Yeah, I know. I saw that.
Great.
But to have that self-awareness at such a young age, like, to go against the grain. I mean, comedy's more popular now than it was, like, when we were 18.
Yeah.
But, like, to have that awareness that, like, this is what I want to do. I'm not going to go to college like everybody else. I'm not going to go with the flow. I'm going to go against the grain. When you're a kid,
and to tell jokes that don't
wild.
suck when you're a kid.
Oh,
like,
I know.
To tell experience-based funny material.
Yeah.
And
I'm like, she is talking about dirty pussy right now.
Yeah,
I need to sit down for this.
dude, she's so deadpan.
I'm just
too.
trashing her.
Deadpan.
I fucking love
And then
Allie,
she's
dude.
and then she's vapes. She's so different. She vapes.
Allie, stop vaping. If you vape,
You popcorn lung motherfucker.
yeah, people that vape, dude. It's bad for you now. I'm so happy. I heard people are dropping dead from vape. It fills me with joy.
I hate seeing people do it at open
Like,
mics.
oh yeah, hey, I'm smoking vape, but it's okay. I'm smoking, but it's okay because it's through a fucking a hard drive.
Dude, the worst part.
Go fuck yourself. Go smoke some Marlboro Reds.
Exactly. That's always what I said.
You'll
It was
look
just
cooler.
Like, at least you look kind of cool when
Yeah.
you smoke a cigarette.
Yeah.
You smell like gingerbread, and you look like
Yeah.
a gay factory
No,
when you smoke.
That's
that
right.
thing.
You look like a San Francisco tech faggot when you smoke. You look like a faggot.
It looks like a robot penis.
Unless you're
It's
gay,
like-
if you're smoking it, then it cancels it out. If you're gay smoking vape, you don't look like it's the one time you don't look like a faggot.
It looks like
Get it?
the only like bridesmaid DDR game. Like, you're just smoking a weird little robot penis, and it's like, and then you just blow out like, ooh, it smells like cupcakes, and you're like, yeah, I'm badass. It's like, no, you're the worst.
Roll some Indian tobacco, you know?
And then they film it. People film it.
Dude, how dope are those Indian tobacco cigarettes, bro?
I used to.
Oh, they would give me such a head rush. I
Dude.
want one right now.
I had friends when I was a little punk rock kid who were like homeless dudes, and they would roll those, and like I would split it with them, and I thought I was so badass.
Nice.
Yeah, I was a 14-year-old smoking those fucking gross, gritty cigarettes.
Ooh.
Yeah, dude. What else? You got any other fun things? I don't want to like.
I have this is just
'Cause
so
you said you had a
grimy,
couple.
dude. Is my mom listening to this? Like,
My mom is.
oh,
My mom loves
there's
this
no
podcast.
way I'm telling
you're
the
telling
stories now, dude.
Dude, Michael Blaustein was just in here talking about his poop dick. Okay, talking about hookers and poop dick.
How you getting all these big comics on here? I'm
'Cause
kidding, of course.
I'm a boss, dude. You see what's in my pocket?
What's funny?
Dude.
What's funny? You still think I think Michael Blaustein's a big comedian. Anyways,
He's very funny.
he is. He's a good friend of mine. I'm like, hey, how can I suck helium before I do a joke? Anyways, it's just, dude. I remember like, when I was at U of L, the University of Oregon, I was a college kid, drunken college kid. I met this chick at a bar. It was like the main bar in Eugene, right? What was it? Taylor's. And she was in a boot.
Oh,
Honey was in a boot. She had a broken
she
foot.
couldn't run away from you.
So
huh?
she was hopping around the dance floor. You know what I mean? I didn't even know why she was out. Like, she
Oh
could
my
have
God.
re-injured it,
Was
you know?
she pregnant too? Jesus.
I don't know, but her
Fucking
mouth got
injured,
pregnant
wounded
that night.
deer.
Anyways, listen to me. So, actually, I had met this chick 1 year earlier, almost to the day. I'd known her for 5 minutes, and she, how do we say this? I brutally fucked her face. Okay, I brutally fucked her face. Pete. She accepted it gratefully. Okay, I brutally fucked her face. Now, I did not see her again. I swear to God, it was like I saw her 1 year later at Taylor's. It's been a year.
God,
now she's in a boot.
Called Taylor's.
Now she's in a boot. Honey's broken her foot somehow. I don't know what she was doing. I don't know if it was sucking dick or she was doing gymnastics. Whatever the fuck it was. I saw her. And I was I was like, hey, Tiffany. And, you know, our eyes connected. And it was like, oh, it's fucking on. It's fucking on. Within 5 minutes of seeing her, by the way, I've interacted with her for all of 7 minutes in life. This is the second to last time I've seen her. I'll see her, okay? We took a cab back to my place. I'm like, oh, I'm getting my dick sucked. Okay? We walk up the stairs. It's one of those old apartments where, like, you can enter. There's 2 staircases on either side, and there's no doors. So it's, like, outside, and you walk up. It's like an old motel. Like, the building's not secured, right? Yeah. So anybody can walk up and see down the hallway, right? Uh-huh. And all the apartment doors are lined up right here, right? So I'm like, hurry the fuck up. And she's limping up the stairs, you know, on her one good foot. And we get to, oh Lord, forgive me. We get to the door. I reach into my pocket. My keys aren't there. My keys aren't there. I've realized I left my keys in my coat at my buddy's house, which is like 15 minutes away. It was where we were partying before we went over to Taylor's. And I'm like, oh, but I still need my dick sucked. Honey, in a boot, gets on her knees. Pete. I brutally fucked her face, okay? I brutally fuck her face in the hallway where outside anybody could have walked up. My neighbors could have walked up at any moment and seen this disabled chick giving me head right in front of my door. Okay. Pete. I finish. Of course I come in her mouth, right? Like, this girl's not like you. She's not prissy about it, you know? I'm like, okay. You're in a boot. Your fucking pants are off. I'm like, stay here. I'm going to run. I'm literally going to run over to my buddy's place. I'm going to get my keys. And then I'm going to come back and I'm going to let you in. I was trying to be a gentleman about it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And she's like, okay. You know, she's fucking wasted. She's just been, she's dizzy. She's just had a dick in her mouth for 10 minutes. I sprint over to my buddy's place. I get there. They're all in there playing Mario Kart. They're like, why are you sweating? It's 1 a.m. What? You've been going for a run? And I'm like, guys, I just face fucked a chick with a broken foot in front of my door. And they were like, ha, sit down. Dog, we sat down and started smoking weed. 2 hours go by. I'm like, oh, wait a minute. I left her in front of my door. So I go back and she's gone. Never saw her again.
Oh my God. I wonder if one of your neighbors did see.
Oh my! And
they just walked out and were like, "Oop."
Dude, I wouldn't have said shit. I would have I would have cracked the door and got a fucking wank out of it.
Yeah, for
dude.
sure. You just have to watch, especially because it was nighttime, so you just see the silhouette.
Oh,
it just
God.
would be this adorable silhouette, and then just
But how awful it'd be awful if you saw it, if you were a neighbor and you were facing the dude, because you'd have to look at the dude's face. You know what I mean? I don't think I could stomach that.
You can't see the mouth or anything.
Yeah,
you just see a head.
Yeah.
So for all you know, she's tying her shoe. And you just see the boot, the shadow of the boot, and you're like, why is her foot like that? It's kind of hot, but okay. Like, I'll just keep going.
I was like, wait a minute. I left Tiffany outside my door in 40-degree weather.
Oh, that poor girl. She knew what she got
I'm really
into.
sorry about that, Tiffany, for listening.
And
I'm sorry to Pete's mom. And I'm sorry to the Lord.
My mom's got a great sense of humor.
Okay.
She's fantastic.
I don't do that now. I
You
make
got a
sure to
lazy
let him
dick.
in first. I make sure to let him in first.
Do you have a
before I do
lazy
that.
dick?
Yeah, it's a lazy dick, but it's also like I'm just lazy.
I'd imagine it has your same posture. Like it's just like,
yeah, it's
and then once
pretty
it sees a
chill.
girl, it's like, all right.
It's chill.
It's just whatever.
I'm like, we'll give this a swing.
and then in the
dude.
middle of it, if she does something, it's like, nah.
Yeah, forget this, dude.
I'm going back
My
to
sex
bed.
drive's rapidly diminishing. Thank God.
Yeah, it really. That's got to be. I feel like little waves of it, and I'm just like, this is kind of nice. Like,
Yeah.
it's just kind of nice
Yeah.
that I don't have to worry about the chase anymore.
Yeah,
Like
exactly.
the second stuff went down, and I was like, oh man, I'm gonna have to get on the market again. I'm like, I'm not gonna do that. I'm just gonna.
Sure you are.
Right. Yeah.
Sure you are. Well, yeah, because you're new to
Eventually.
comedy. You're new to comedy. Yeah, like my first 3 years, I was like, I'm not getting any pussy. I'm doing 7 mics a night, all writing, all comedy.
Yeah. No,
You
it's
know.
not. It's
And then
not.
you'd be like, wait a minute, this is a 20-year journey.
It's-
I need to fuck.
Yeah. It's not as much that.
Or else, and then that's how you end up fucking John Favreau. So keep that in mind. dude.
Thanksgiving's coming up too. I was with. What are we looking at on time?
12 minutes.
Oh, cool. 12 minutes. I went on a date with a girl one time, and it was possibly the most awkward, shitty date I've ever been on in my entire life. So we went and got Thai food. We barely spoke. She was super quiet and awkward. Very pretty.
Right.
I worked at a gym, and she was a regular at the gym, and I just asked her out, and we would like talk at the gym. So it was just weird that like during dinner we just
There's
it was
no
that
talking?
weird, like nervous. This is good. Oh, and then like that's it, and I'd be like, so what? What do you do? And she'd be like, I'm a waitress, and then so
That's a classy date, dude.
yeah.
A guy who works at a gym and a waitress.
And a waitress.
That's a meeting of
dude.
the minds.
I was
dude.
fat too. I was fucking. So I wasn't even like repping the fucking. No way, dude. So we go
Where is this, by the way?
in Utah.
Okay.
Yeah. So we go get food, and then after that, I'm like, "Do you want to come back to my house?" And she's like, "No, I gotta go home." And I was like, "Okay, whatever." So I drive her home, and then we get to her house. I park, and it's nighttime, and then I'm like, "So did you have fun?" And she's like, "Yeah," without missing a beat. Goes down, unzips my pants, pulls out my dick, and then blows me to completion.
Wow.
And I remember during this whole thing, it was probably 8:00 at night. So like the neighborhood's alive.
Yeah, exactly.
Like there are people around, including her parents, like she lives with her parents. She was 18. So
Yeah.
like I'm sitting there like, okay. And I just remember a kid rode up on a scooter, and then he saw and he goes, and then he just completely goes the other direction and just runs his scooter.
Good.
So
Beat it, kid.
So I finish, and same thing. Just she fucking just like a champ. And then she goes, "Okay, it was nice to hang out with you. Text me." Never spoke to her again.
It's great.
Never
Yeah.
once. I was like, that's the best relationship I've ever had.
Yeah.
That was
Dating
amazing.
should be like that. Like that's what dating,
It must. I don't know where it registered. We didn't kiss. We did nothing.
That's fucking gangster.
Not one
That's fucking
thing. We
gangster.
talked for about 2 seconds before she was like, she put her hand on my leg, and I was like, those fucking 19-year-old master boners. Like it was just suddenly like, pshoo, and she's like, oh, and then she just fucking goes for it.
Hell yeah, dude.
Yeah, it was very, very interesting.
I feel like that doesn't happen in LA. That's some small town America shit. You know what I mean?
It was
like
definitely,
we're gonna go get a plate of pasta at some generic
Spaghetti
Italian
Factory.
restaurant. Yeah, Spaghetti Factory.
Yeah.
Maybe Cheesecake Factory. Like if you're on a second date.
Yeah, I was
You
gonna
know what I
say,
mean?
yeah, or Brio.
Yeah, and then
Yeah.
you take her home to her parents' house where she's living, and she's probably working at Target.
Yeah.
You know? And she's a waitress, whatever. But she's worked at Target. This
Yeah.
story, she's working at Target.
She's working at
And
Target.
she gives you like a nice wholesome blowjob, and then she gets out of your parents' minivan, and then you and then you go home, dude. That's in LA it doesn't really happen that way. You know what I mean? Like if you're having a shitty date, if you're having like an awkward date, if you're fucking with a chick of any kind of worth, like she's not gonna be. You got to give her a little more than that. You know what I mean?
Which I think is a good thing ultimately, obviously. That
Yeah.
It's just because I'd rather be with somebody who has respect for themselves, but
Well, it's good to switch it up every now and then, because a chick with no respect for themselves,
especially at
fucking
19
hot,
years old,
dude.
that's all.
That's what I put in my Tinder profile. must have been molested.
When I had Tinder, I was such a piece of shit. I had Tinder very briefly, and I just put on. I remember swiping and seeing all these girls with kids.
Yeah,
and I just put, I don't want to meet your fucking kid. And it was just, that's all it was. Jesus and I remember Christ. Girls would match with me just to be like, you're an asshole. And I'm like, you matched with me?
You put that in your profile?
Yes. Because it was just like, I'm not trying to be a dad. I'm 20. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
Yeah.
And it was these girls who were like 17, 18, and they're like, Jaden is my life. And I'd be like, what are you doing on this app? Get back with the dad.
Yeah. Or like go to night school, dude.
Yeah.
Get your DeVry University degree, dude.
DeVry.
You get an X-ray technician, girl. You'll be making $22 an hour. You'll be able to take your kid to Cheesecake Factory.
Yeah,
what are you doing
exactly.
On Tinder?
Get the celebration
you
cheesecake.
Slut, dude.
God, it really was. There was a girl on there who was pregnant. Like straight up pregnant, and she's like, I'm pregnant, looking for a responsible man. And I'm like, you're a whore.
Damn,
like,
I would have smashed though, for sure.
Are you into that?
Pregs, dude? I mean, I'm not, but I don't like condoms, so I'm like, oh. And as I get older, I like the cream pie more because I feel my body changing. I feel my biology catching up with me.
I feel you.
So I like the cream pie. What was I gonna say? My ex-girlfriend, her ex-boyfriend created Tinder. There's a story.
Oh,
Doesn't really have anything to do with my bottom, but I was dating this chick. She's this fat, ugly Jewish chick. Not even fat and ugly, but she was a 6. And she was she's on her way. She was fat adjacent, and I think now since she's married with a kid, she's probably just let it go.
Probably,
but she was a fighter before then.
Still hit the elliptical once or twice a week.
This was 2012. It was like my first year in LA. And she goes, I think we were like hanging out watching TV one night. She goes, oh, that's interesting. Yeah, my ex-boyfriend, he's an app developer. He started this thing called Tinder. My dad helped him. My dad invested in it. I go, oh, Tinder, what is it? She goes, yeah, it's like this dating app where you swipe on people. I'm like, oh, that sounds like a pretty good idea. 6 months later, it's Tinder.
God damn. So he's
caked out.
He's just rolling.
I'm like, damn, I really should have got her pregnant.
Oh yeah,
I'm tripping,
dude. How? So
I wouldn't be doing stand up.
Yeah,
I'd be sitting on my ass.
Yeah, just stacking
miserable,
bread.
But breaded.
Is that what it was like when you were really rich? Were you miserable?
I was fearful because I didn't want to lose my money, and that was the wrong way to think about it, dude. I should have been spending even more.
What was the craziest shit you bought?
Just like suites, like hotel suites in Vegas. I didn't buy
like
anything flashy. Yeah, I would fucking in Colombia, like shit that you saw me like I posted about when I was down there, like that, but even more palatial. Like in Cartagena, like a top floor suite, like overlooking the water, like the highest end shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Bottles at fucking VIP and clubs and all that like stupid shit. But when you do it when you're young, it's fun. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I would just blow money.
In Argentina,
I
would get like a bottle of champagne at the club.
Yeah.
And I would just walk around with it. And
right.
It would be like, oh my God.
It sounds so douchey, but it's like.
So does.
It's fun.
There's a power element to it.
Yes,
You're
exactly.
Like, this is amazing.
Exactly. And flights everywhere. Like I would stay 24 years old. I'm staying in Midtown Manhattan I'm spending $300 a night and I'm there for a week, and I'm dining out, it's 3 or 4 G's just to be in New York City when you're a kid.
Yeah, that's
and you're
sick.
staying. It's power. That's what it was. It was freedom. It was just like it was a superpower that I had. So it wasn't even like I was overly flashy with it. It was like I was just buzzed constantly. So even though I was worried about losing it, I wouldn't say I was miserable. I was miserable because I had to like hide what I was doing from everybody.
Yeah.
From my parents and shit. That's the stigma became almost too much. That's why I was planning my escape. I was planning my way to get out of it, but it just didn't work out that way. So you can read it in my book though. I'll come back here and plug it when it's ready.
Yes, I'd love that. Well, we got 5 more minutes. Do you have one last little splinter cell.
Like my bottom.
It doesn't have to be that. It could just be some crazy drunken story, high story, whatever. Some weird shit you did.
Jesus. Well, that's why they're drunken stories, right? You can't remember any of them.
I don't know. I remember some pretty terrible things.
I remember when we were in Argentina, we blacked out and we went to, remember Quilmes, the beer?
Yep.
My buddy got.
It's like their PBR.
Yeah. My buddy got that logo tattooed on his ass cheek.
Oh.
And I'm talking about the entire ass cheek. It was not small.
Oh, my God.
And we don't remember any of it. We woke up and he was like, bro, he was like, he spent the night at like my host family's house.
Yeah.
And he woke up and he was like, bro, my ass is inflamed. He was like, wait a minute, what is this plastic over it?
Oh, no.
And he pulls his pants down and he's got a... and I helped him peel off the fucking protective plastic.
Oh, no.
And it's the Quilmes logo over his entire ass cheek. They gave him the liter bottle of Quilmes on his fucking ass.
Just
hilarious.
For folks listening, that's the equivalent of somebody coming here from Spain and getting like the fucking Bud Light logo tattooed on them.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, it's
exactly.
ridiculous. It's not. It's water beer.
Yeah,
dude.
We drank so much of it though.
Yeah, dude. Their alcohol was so terrible. I bought a bottle of tequila once and put it in our freezer, and it fucking froze. And it was so bad. And then we tried to thaw it out because we're like, well, we still have to pregame. Yeah. And then we drank it, and everybody. I remember that night, my ex, like, we all just violently vomited. And I had to carry her home. And I remember I was carrying her home, and the cops walked up to me, and they're like, "Who's this?" And she's like, "He's my boyfriend." And I was like, you heard her.
Es mi novio.
Mi novio.
Yo, what a fucking great advertisement for Argentina this was. The fucking alcohol is terrible. The food's terrible. The people are ugly. They're racist. What a fucking dump.
Fuck you, Argentina.
Go to Rosario. That's Rosario and like the tourist places.
So divert to Rosario instead of Buenos Aires, and then go to a real fucking country like Spain.
Yeah.
You'll have a great time. And you'll be able to buy actual tourist goods instead of stuff like Michael Kors. You won't have to worry about going to a Quicksilver store. Like, dude, their mall was like Quicksilver.
Yeah.
Like they had a Quicksilver store.
They're 20 years behind us, dude.
Yeah,
they're 20 fucking years behind us.
Dude, oh my God, it was the worst. And then they didn't even have like a Gap. I remember I would walk around with like LeBron 10s, and they were like, "What are those?" I'm like, "They're shoes." Like, what the fuck? And they're like, "They look like future shoes."
Can you fly with those things?
Oh my God, it's fucking hilarious. Well, dude, I appreciate you coming in.
Yeah, man, we had a good time.
Yeah, I want to have you on. I can't remember, on December or my January show, Pizza Party. Tonight I have it. This will not be out by tonight, but Fahim Anwar is on it tonight. Free pizza. I have it every month for anybody who listens in LA. And guess what? If you don't come to the show and support, and I don't know you, I'm not going to fucking book you, okay? Stop sending me messages saying, "Hey, I'd love to be on the Pizza Party." Sure you would. It's a paid show in LA. Yep, sounds great. Come to a fucking show, okay? Come to a fucking show. It's $5, $10, depending on it. And guess what? All the headliners are fucking killers, okay? I have Fahim Anwar tonight, Ryan Sickler next month. I have Malcolm Hatchett the month after that, Craig Conan after that, and Tim Dillon in January. It's going to be fucking crazy.
Wait a minute. You just named way too many months, so I'm not getting booked till February, dude.
No, you're on one of the. You're on.
Oh, so I don't get to headline? You're headlining Malcolm Hatchett, but you're not headlining me?
Yeah.
I just headlined in 4 shows in Arizona.
This is in Arizona.
Crushed.
This isn't. Where in Arizona?
On the road.
Like at Four Corners?
Scottsdale.
Four Corners? You crushed in Scottsdale?
I said in front of those fucking wasps. I fucking crushed. I got asked back.
By who?
The owner.
What's his name?
What the fuck is his name? Sean.
You know Sean?
How do you know Sean?
I don't know Sean.
You don't know Sean.
I
Chappelle
don't know
knows Sean, though.
I don't know Sean. On one of those shows, I'll definitely have you like high up. If you want to headline a show, I can have you headline a show.
Yeah, me headline a show, dude.
Really? You really want to?
Yeah. What's the headliner doing? 20 minutes?
15. Paid.
Yeah,
Pay
it's
him
not even a real
headliner money.
headliner spot. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. It's like I pay him between like 75 and 100 bucks.
I got a mailing list too, dude. I can fucking get people out. Malcolm Hatchet ain't getting nobody out.
He might get 1 or 2 people out. I also just really like Malcolm. So I was like, yeah, let's fucking do it.
Yeah, hell yeah. Fucking Def Jam comedy. That goes well at the Playhouse. Skiptown Playhouse.
I guess we'll see.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess we'll see.
No, he's impressive though. He's evolving. I see him like evolving his style on stage. Like he's taking risks.
He's
you know
such
what I
a
mean?
nice dude.
Yeah, he's
too.
the homie.
Such a fucking worker.
Fuck, dude. How do you be? Okay, I know he's nice. I'm not that nice.
You're not, but I like you. I like that you're not that nice.
I can't compete with Malcolm. Is there a theme here? Everybody loves Malcolm. Everybody loves Chappelle. Everybody loves Malik.
Everybody loves Pete. What's up, dude?
Play us out on that.
Thanks for coming in, man.
I get it.
really
Everybody loves
appreciate
Black Guys. I love you too.
it. Yeah.
Thanks, Petey.
Yeah.
Johnny
Thanks for
Mitchell
coming in.
comedy. Johnny Mitchell
yeah.
comedy.
I'll plug it on it'll be in the fucking info, and I'll tag it on the post too.
Tight.
Everybody go follow Johnny.
Thanks, guys.
Keep blacking out. Email me. Bye.
Do you post any video of this?
Yeah.